do we reconcile all the negativity that's going on around us right now in terms of the energies from politicians that we can't control, the energies from this disease that we can't control, the violence, the hatred that seems so prevalent right now.
Let us bifurcate the question into these sections. The first part of this can be explained by understanding that just as you came forth into this body to have your own experience, to learn and to expand and to evolve from the limitations that you came forth into, you must then recognize and understand, so did everyone else here. And just as your journey and your path is unique and beautiful to you, for you, as it serves you, as you knew it would, so too are the journeys and the paths that are being expressed here by everyone else. The energy of unconditional love means that the authentic part of me, that energy, recognizes the authentic part of you. The connection that is had with source energy is the same energy that connects you all to each other. Indeed, it is the reason for your ability to be telepathic and communicate that way with each other, although it is not often consciously done, but can be through focus of your thought. That being said, if you are entitled to come forth into this experience so that you can evolve and expand and grow, and if your journey and experience is just a demonstration of your free will, which you are entitled to express, then that understanding must be extended to others. So the question here then is, you are observing the journeys of others. They are not expressing themselves in a way that you fully appreciate. They are behaving and expressing themselves in ways that serve their own evolution and serve their own expansion. The idea that you all can observe each other's journeys and paths and creations, for what you're really observing is the reality that others have created for themselves. You're able to see the cars they have created for themselves. You're able to see the homes that they live in, the jobs that they work in. These are all of their creations. And so to observe any part of their reality and creation and deem it not suitable in one's eyes is being conditional. And it is a reflection that there is a right way, the moral beliefs in right and wrong, the core moral beliefs in right and wrong that are what's being served. The limiting beliefs are being served. And when that happens, when that focus of your thought is generated in that direction, that moment of thought, which is your present point of power. Yesterday doesn't matter. What happened 3 hours ago is irrelevant. What may happen 2 months from now is also irrelevant, because the power of a thought is fully expressed in this present moment. Each of your present moments is the source of your present power. To expend that power in the formation of opinions of someone else's journey is to purposefully and deliberately and consciously not recognize who and what they really are. If you are an unlimited, powerful, eternal, spiritual being having this physical experience, then you must understand that they are too. But the conditioning, which I have referred to as a natural kind of hypnosis that has occurred over time, over the years, the beliefs that you are right and you are wrong based on what I believe to be right and wrong. Because I have been conditioned. I have been taught the morality of right and wrong and good and bad. And in my observation of you, I am going to determine if you are good or if you are bad based on the conditions that I am observing. When I could and have an opportunity to use the power of my present moment, my focused thought, to understand first, I am also watching another powerful creator create their reality. They are doing it very differently than I would do it. They are saying it very differently than I would say it. But it does not negate the fact that that is what I am observing. I can decide now not to form any unnecessary opinions about what it is that I'm observing. I can use the power of my thought instead to honor who and what they really are. And I can use the power of my focused energy, the power of my thought to communicate to the other being that may need some assistance, and I can communicate that I honor their journey. I can communicate that regardless of their behavior, as I have been taught, I will extend love to them anyway, even if it's only in the form of a thought. Remember, every thought has energy, and what happens as each one of you uses the power of your present moment, uses the power of your present thought to, instead of directing rightness and wrongness and the morality of the limitations of good and bad, to instead emit the frequency of unconditionalism. You see, that is where your power lies with each other. I have said you are all telepathic. Very few of you consciously use this ability that each one of you has to, in your present moment, focus a thought and control, by virtue of that thought, the energy that you are emitting to another in physical form. This is a power that you can do at any time. There are going to be many who are experiencing their lives here in ways that you do not approve. And here is what is interesting. None of their souls came forth to seek your approval, including yours. Your soul did not come forth with the goal to seek the approval of your neighbors. Even so, your soul did not come forth to seek the approval of your parents, or your siblings, or your spouses, or your lovers, or your best friends. You came forth to become an experiential, higher version of yourself, vibrating in physical form, meaning you came forth to evolve to the next levels of your evolution in physical form within the realm of unconditionalism. This is what you came here to learn. And at the heart of unconditionalism, then, you must understand, you did not come here to please each other. You didn't. It is joyous when those of you can energetically enjoy each other's company and find enjoyment in similar things. But this was not the function of your existence for your purpose and being this here in this physical body. Then you must understand they did not come here to please you either. They came to learn. They came to grow. They came to stretch their energy muscles. They came to see if in this incarnation could they ascend to the consciousness level of, let's say, the healer, the Christ-like figure, who could, in the harmony, in his harmony with his source energy, in his unconcern of others' journeys, in his unconcern of others' behaviors, and being that in harmony with the unconditional nature of his resonance, was able to touch and heal without thought. You came here to learn, to attempt, to achieve a higher level of consciousness in physical form. They were only called miracles because most were not using the power of their consciousness to create, to experience reality in a physical body. And so his behaviors were deemed miraculous, but he, as a healer, came to show what the power of this unconditionalism, this energy vibration could accomplish. Each one of you has the ability to walk on water. Each one of you has the ability to point at a mountain and command it to move, and it must obey you, it is law. But you do not believe that, most of you, because you have been taught that you are limited. You have been taught that there are parts of you that are not good. There are parts of you that are not right, and none of this is true. None of this is true. And so, you all then have a choice, as it is said. The problem is always choice. You have to make a decision. Are you going to believe what you have been taught by the limited people in your experience who also were not in harmony with their authentic energy? Are you going to believe that you are conditional as you have been taught by your teachers and your families and your clergy? Or are you going to make the choice to believe in who and what you really are from this point forward, and then begin to use the power of your thoughts and your beliefs to express your understanding of that here? And so the question resonates originally, going back now to not what of the violence, not what of the hate. If you wish to combat hate, you only have to use the present moment of your power, your focused thought, to resonate the beliefs and thoughts that are in harmony with the expression of the unconditional love that you can emit from your physical form. You can direct that energy anywhere. If you wish others to feel more love, you must first learn to become more loving. If you wish others to behave in ways that please you, you must first have to be willing to harmonize with the unconditional love yourself. You cannot maintain an energetic platform of being conditional with others and yourself and expect others to be more unconditional with you. It has been said before regarding energy, that which you want to experience, you must be able to vibrate it within yourselves first, you see. And this is the irrational logic of conditionalism. It is the place now in your lives where the belief structures of your limitations, of your wrongnesses, of the things that you have labeled bad, even those things you will not admit aloud to others. You must be able to create a new belief that is in harmony with your authentic self and with the energy that you resonate. That is when you are going to have the power and ability to effectively and from the proper energy deal with the understanding of people that you deem as violent, that you deem as hateful, for they are simply expressing in their realities the limiting belief structures that they were taught to, just like everyone else is here, but through conscious focus and through adding to the elevated and evolved vibration. In the collective consciousness is where you all have the ability to literally shape-shift the world into the harmony that you prefer and that you desire, which is joy, which is unlimited, which is loving, which is kind, which is giving, which is passionate, which is all of those things. But it begins here with you. for each one of you holds the ability to wield their power in every present moment that they exist here in this physical form. When you look at a flower that is growing in the garden, do you judge how it is growing? Whether or not all of the buds have opened, or none of them have opened, or how much time it is taking to open, or what color it is, or how many leaves it has? Or can you just recognize the existence of its beauty? And this is what, from Non-Physical's platform, this is what we do. We are able to observe you in your physicalities appreciatively and understand, like that flower, you are in the process of becoming. And it is a beautiful process. And your only work here is to get into harmony with the authenticity of who and what you really are. And it is hard because you have the five senses of your physicality. You have sight, you have sound, you have hearing, you have taste, you have touch. And so it is very tempting to observe the journeys and paths of others. The problem is choice, though. You can make a decision to change your perspective of what you are looking at and observing, and consciously form the thoughts that will understand that what you are really observing is simply the unfolding path of that person's becoming. And everybody is standing in a different place of their evolution. The energies that they are emitting based on the constructs of their belief structures means that every one of you is standing in a very different place in the process of each of your own becoming. And one is not worse than the other. There is no good or better or worse. Each of you are then flowers in this garden in the process of unfolding and becoming. It is a difficult idea, the idea that there is no right or wrong, or good or bad, because there is the belief that there must be this construct in order for there to be control. But you see, the control is within each of you to affect and contribute to the reality that you are experiencing. There will come a time when you evolve to a place of harmony, when you will not notice these things as much.